Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it, Your girl said he broke her heart. Your boy said she didn't love him from the start. It was never meant to be. You ask me how I know, cause everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about it,
Welcome back for another episode of Everybody's Talking About It, the show where we talk about everything that everybody's talking about. I am your boy Mar J, and we are talking about love languages. We are talking about what is your love language. So this is episode 14 of season 5. I can't believe we are coming down to the end of the season. That is insane. What a crazy ride it's been. Y'all feel good about the end of the season? Trent?
Amazing. It's been so good, especially coming from all the past seasons. I think this one might be it.
Yeah, this one was good.
I quit after this.
You say that every season.
There's a lot going on.
Shoney's, how you feel? Season 5 is coming to an end. One more episode after this.
Thank you, God.
This works hard.
Shoney's
I
working.
don't understand what you put me through.
I'm telling you, but it's for good reason.
This
She
one
makes
might
it all
change
work.
the text bracket.
Ebony, how you feel?
It's a good drum. Like every season, it legit gets better and better.
It just gets better and fucking better. Y'all mad or no? Say no, I'm playing. What's up, Rod?
I'm here.
I mean, you back. I mean, you took a couple episodes off and shit, so.
I change my hair every season.
I love it.
He said,
It's different this time.
He said one time, haters.
For the haters, all the haters.
In this episode, we are talking about love languages. You know, there is, if y'all didn't know, there's 5 love languages. Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. I'm sorry. Thank you, Ebony, for reminding me.
That's actually, I like
And
that
physical
too.
touch. And I wanted to have this conversation specifically because it's becoming more popular. It's becoming like a thing that people are like kind of relying on when approaching relationships. It's now speaking about people's love languages, which is you start to learn a lot about yourself in that time when you start to learn about people's love language.
I feel like it's a lost language.
I agree.
Right?
Because
now,
it's not communicated?
No, not at all. I feel like this one, it's more about, this is what I want as a woman, this is what I'm not accepting, this is what, he has to make this, he has to do this. I don't think...
Those aren't love languages, those are preferences.
Thank you.
But I agree with
No.
you. I feel like that's why the whole love language conversation gets lost.
Because it's about what I want. This is no matter what. There's no non-negotiables. It's not a love
So
language.
now it's lost.
So I think it's beneficial to understand your partner's love language, not just how they receive love, but it's also being reciprocated. So the way I give, just because I love you and I'm showing you love in the way that I would like to receive it, doesn't mean that you feel it that way. So that's why I said, is it the communication piece that's missing?
And personally, again, just to communicate. This is why I'm just saying, that's not what's going out here on the blogs, out here on podcasts. It's about men paying 100% of things. It's not about what the man wants. It's not about what the woman wants.
Most women don't even know what the meaning
But
marriage is.
But I'm saying those 5 things that we just named are never in those
And
conversations.
here's the problem
all
like that.
I'm
I'll
saying.
speak to that overall. And that's what we spoke about in episode 9, where I said it's the idolization of these celebrities and these things that they're doing. I'm looking at people like Carisha, who's sitting here you know that you're messing with a man who is dealing with several other people,
So
but you
what?
are glamorizing that you're getting a bag out
As
of
long
it.
as he's doing this.
Yeah, and it's like,
the love
well,
language gets
say
lost.
that, and that's where it gets lost at, because you'll have
But is that
500,000 or more women.
Absolutely not.
Well, it is, because now apparently receiving gifts is a love language, though. So, I mean, that would be...
I always wanted to break that one down, because I don't get, is that literally a love language, somebody buying you? Is it? I really want to read about that.
So
I feel like
but that's
we're
not-
misinterpreting that one.
No.
So getting gifts is not my love language. In my previous relationship, that's how he showed love. So that was like where we like kind of like there was friction there. You feel like because you just bought me X, Y, and Z, I'm supposed to be satisfied. No, what I really want is your time.
Well, let me
but
ask
you
you
feel
this.
like because you did these things, you don't have to do.
Well, let me
What
ask
I
you
really
this:
want.
was he giving you gifts because he lacked in other areas?
Oh yeah.
Not even just sexual, but in other areas.
So as far as like the emotional availability and the time that I wanted, yes.
Mhm.
But he felt like because he was doing all these things, being a provider, giving
So
gifts,
what
going
was
on
his
dates,
love
it was a-
language? Can you tell me what his was?
No, he couldn't tell me either.
That's
Wait.
that's a thing.
No,
Shawnees, hold
No,
on.
no.
Let her answer this real quick because I think she could wanted something. Hold on, Trent.
I can tell you what my man's love language
I was going to
is.
ask you.
Oh, well, he likes to be hugged and kissed when he walks to the front door.
So physical touch.
I'm not the person.
Was
likes
that
to-
something you figured out or he told you?
He told me because we have these conversations because I feel like you need to be able to communicate.
Absolutely.
And if I'm telling you what I want out of it, I don't feel you gotta tell me too because I can't read your mind. I'm not a mind reader.
That would be his love language too. He's that type of guy.
But I'm not that type of girl, so that's what
Right,
you but so I'm like, oh wait.
So
oh,
what is yours then?
fine.
Since we're talking.
I just want quality time. That's
Okay.
what I want. This is your time, but he can't
It's
give me
not
that.
just that.
He works.
Yes.
How you gonna tell her what hers is?
Quality time.
Quality
and his
time.
is physical touch.
And
Period.
I want to be pleasured.
Ooh, okay.
So quality
Hey,
time
no,
and
no.
physical touch?
Exactly.
Shorty's getting spicy this
Exact.
season,
No.
yo.
Exact. That's what I'm
But
saying.
back to the whole gifts thing. I don't want gifts, but he gives me flowers to show his affection because he can't meet me with the quality time. So that's kind of like a combination.
Okay.
But
As-
It works.
As
I
men,
don't know how to do with flowers.
Eh,
They
no.
die.
as men, have you ever mentioned anything about flowers before? Like it might have just been a TV show. Oh, I love flowers. Oh, I like flowers. Like not
He thinks all
directly
women
saying
like
it.
flowers.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As men, no matter what, if this is what you want to do, you provide, and you 9 times out of 10, it's about the woman. You're going to give your woman any and everything that she doesn't have to ask for. The things that she asks for, 9 times out, that's something that we might struggle with because we might not know how to do it, but we know how to give you those things in the
Those
meantime.
other
Just-
things.
I tell him.
But
But
here's
do
the
you
thing.
also
A lot of
communicate what
men-
you're looking for?
But hold on.
Yes.
But hold on, a lot of men
No,
move in the way of assumption.
Like
Because
we
here's the way.
Assumption.
Here's what I'm telling you. A lot of people, they don't realize that, because you see these things in the media play out, Birkin bags and this, that, and the third, and
And
fly
that's
me
not
out.
me.
Some girls are really, really simple. Some girls will really be like, look, I want to just go out to eat tonight.
That's
Or,
me.
I just want us to go, go to the movies tonight.
Let's
Something
watch a movie
simple.
on Netflix.
But everybody
Come on.
always think it's
Right,
about
like it don't have
it's
to be a
always
whole
thinking that your
lot.
girl wants
No,
you
no.
because you fucked up a check. Like tonight. Like, I ain't asked for a speedboat. I ain't asked for a yacht. I ain't
No,
asked for shit.
I'm like, let me watch a movie. Like, do you
They,
have
they
time
don't.
to watch
They
a
don't
movie?
have to ask for none of that. But a guy 9 times out of 10, he might provide one out of those 3 things. A
But
lot
y'all
of
seem to be clueless because y'all just act like y'all know everything.
because
y'all-
no, wait.
I'm gonna say her point
No,
is
no,
valid
no.
because even when she said what her love language was, you told her no, it's
Marie
not.
said
No,
the
one-
assumption.
one-
Men
no,
In
one-
plain words, you
one-
told
Men
her
will
no.
give you
What I
everything
was
but what
gonna
the
say.
F you asked for and
Because
expect
they
you. Well, I
assume.
gave you all of this.
Exactly. And you put
And why you not
happy with it.
satisfied?
Assumption.
But how is it on the opposite end? And that's all I'm trying to say. Everything that you said was completely right. As men, we're going to give you. As men, we're providers. As men, like we're going to do whatever to like we
But
have
what
to
did
do.
she ask
Wait.
That's the
We're going to do
question.
everything
That's
to
what
make
I'm
no. We're going to do everything to make our household, which you're running
But
for the
what
most
did
not.
she ask for?
Wait. We're going to do everything for you to do to make life easier on you, all of that stuff, but we're so busy doing that. The guy gets lost in a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
And no. And a lot of those times, men just get what women think that we want.
Trent.
That's
That's
what
the
I'm
same
hold on.
thing for us. 'Cause like
Yeah,
you
but
said,
hold
we
on,
get
here's the
lost
problem.
in the house.
With the
Men-
problem that you're saying, here's
Men,
the
we
thing that
don't
you're saying.
ask for nothing.
Assumption, and this is what I'm
Whose
saying,
fault
and
is
this on the
that?
flip side, and this is where I can
We're
speak
too
for the
busy.
women. And this is where I speak for the women. just like with us, if you know that you want new J's or if you want new a PS5, you know that you want that. And that's probably what she'll buy.
I'm one to say.
But
I'm not
if
every
you know
man,
for
I
a
don't-
fact, your girl's like a girl that's like a crab girl, so she'll just go ahead and have a seafood boil tonight, this, that, and the third, but you so busy wanting to go to the Bellagio, and you want to take it to the thing with a motherfucking top down and all that, because that's what you want to do. That had nothing to do with her. You wasn't saying, oh,
So,
okay,
Trent,
this
that-
is
that-
that.
So that
What
goes
is your
back to
love
my
language?
point.
We never asked you.
My love language, like they were saying, is gifts and touch.
That's the problem.
No,
That's
no,
exactly
no.
why you talk the way you talk.
No,
Right,
I'm
you
one.
feel
No,
like because
You
you're
think
doing
that
these physical
all
things,
men
that
need
she's
to do
supposed-
all of this physical stuff.
no.
And if I forget what it was that you really wanted, you
Just-
should shut up
and be
because I've
appreciative
already
because I
given
did
you
this.
enough.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing that I even said remotely goes to that. What I'm saying, no. What I said as men, no. I said as men, we're going to try to make sure that our girl's happy. There's
But are you
no,
listening to her?
But did you
wait.
listen? Right.
A lot of
That's
times-
right.
But y'all
you gotta
not
do is
listening to
listen.
anything that I'm saying.
I'm quiet.
I'm saying 9 times out of 10, as a man, you're gonna, because as men, we don't want our girl going to nobody else to get something. So we're going to provide those things for her. A lot of those times we're so busy doing things for them, we don't get a chance to sit there and say what we like, what we want.
So what about the woman
Right,
who can,
wait,
can do
wait,
all of
wait,
these
wait, wait,
financial
wait,
things on her own?
I never said that they
No, I'm
couldn't.
just saying,
I
if you-
said
if
we
she
don't
already-
get to that.
No, I'm saying if you
And
have
that's
the
a
woman who
problem.
already can provide for herself, she's not necessarily looking for a provider. She's looking for someone to fill those other voids.
If a
And
woman
if you give her
If a woman
everything
is
but
with
the
the
one
man,
thing,
if a woman sits there and say, "Oh well, I'm going to be with this man," that self stuff is out the window. It's y'all. That self stuff, I
No,
can do this.
Hold on.
people are
Let me
individuals
remind y'all of
first.
something.
Before
We
we
are
are in
all-
a relationship,
We
we're
are all of a
individuals
certain
first.
age to remember a
What?
particular movie. And
Which one?
Kalia's in the audience right now.
Hello.
Listen, it was a movie called A Thin Line Between Love and Hate
All right now.
that came out with Martin Lawrence and Lynn Whitfield.
How that go?
And what she said
How
kind
that
of
go?
woke me up. Even as a man, I received it differently. And she said, "As women, we do fine without your dick or your money." And the funny thing about it is,
But when you're with a
when
man,
you start realizing that part, then you can start considering other options. Because I started to visually say, you know what? Because women can pretty much get dick anyway.
if
You
we,
can
if
get
we,
dick
abundance.
if we wasn't with them, do whatever you want. But once you're with that man, now it's y'all. It's not I can do these things
But
for
when-
myself.
But it's like,
Why
what
are you
is
with
kind
the
of
man if you
holding
can
you?
do
What's
it?
your attachment to that woman if you're not fulfilling her love language? Is what I'm saying to you. Because like you are, like I just said, if she could provide for herself, and you keep feeling like, oh, I'm gonna surprise you with this because I think that this is what you'll like,
Sure,
or this
you
is
making
what
your job
I've
a
seen
lot
somebody
harder.
do for they
I
they
agree.
you
job.
make your job a
I
lot
s-
harder. I get that you're a
During the
provider.
ratio with
Like, hold on,
I
Trent.
I
I
said-
give you
I
an
said provide
example.
your girl
I
whatever
go you
she
one. I
wants.
go you one example.
What
What if
did
a
I
girl
get
wanted?
lost
What if
at?
a woman? What if your girl just wanted you to cook for her? She wanted you to cook for her. Y'all have a special evening, but all of a sudden you just had to do a private chef with the violin and the roses.
Yeah.
See, now when I said provide, I think
No, I'm asking you that. No, I'm saying, like,
I- no,
why
I got
is
you,
it
I
that?
got you.
Like, why is it that? Whereas it's like, hey, just cook for me. We can watch
Does
the movie.
provision
Or
go
cook for me.
outside of financial and like?
And then all of a sudden, now I come in here and there's roses all over my goddamn floor. There's a violin player in my living room, and there's a private chef. Who asked for that?
No, so
Now,
It was supposed to be me and you.
So now I apologize for not going in detail what I meant. When I say provide for your girl, that's again, my girl can do whatever she. If I wasn't there, it would be another nigga doing the same thing or the utmost for her. But when I'm there, I'm doing those things that she doesn't have to ask for because
What things though?
because I listen to her and I know what she wants. I know what she's expecting. Those things I'm saying, I'm providing those just as a man.
But
But
just
you
what
feel like
happens
it's not
when that man is
reciprocated?
not listening?
That's not what I.
Yeah.
I'm asking you,
just-
what happens when the man is not listening?
Well, that's just a stubborn ass nigga. That's I can't relate to that.
Trent, yo.
I can't. No. She asked me a question and I can't relate to. No, because I listen. Because I said this for seasons. I've always said no. in relationships that I deal with. I'm getting what I want, but I know it's because I'm also giving that woman what she wants. I would never go into a situation where this woman wants her. I said this before. Men, stop dealing with shit that you don't gotta deal with.
Now that I agree with.
Don't provide for nothing that you can't get back in any reciprocal way or form.
That too,
Never. Don't do that, men. But just as a man, if you're doing these things and I'm not getting nothing, that's crazy. I would never put myself in a situation.
Because a part of love, what's not a part of the love language is expectancy. So I don't want you to expect a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. I do
That
these things
means
because
if,
I
one
want
thing
to.
outside. I'm not saying that outside of respect and things like that. But I'm not talking about what I'm supposed to give you. Because you going into this, like I always say, sometimes where I will jump on your side is the mentality of some women. Where it's kind of like, I always want to ask the question, what were you doing before me?
I can do all of
Like,
this.
what were you
I can
doing?
do all.
What were you
that's
doing before me? Oh, my man
amazing,
is supposed
but
to do this. But it's like kind of like, well, how was you nourishing and nurturing yourself?
You
over
ain't
the course of
had
time
the
before I
man
got
for
here?
years before I met you. Now all of a sudden.
Oh, I can't answer that because I still
So
be by
that's what I'm
myself.
saying.
Why? No, you should be able to answer.
And
You
there's
should
some
be
women
able to
out here that's
answer.
in the mentality
And I got
where you
kids.
go into the receiving gifts, and that's where I agree with you. We've taken that receiving gift situation and we didn't move that to the next nodule or something, or the
I think
next
they should
section,
knock it
because
off.
it's like I don't know when people
I
got
think
like
it should
that.
only be 4 love languages.
No, 5 is fine.
Receiving gifts is just.
But so if you like, people's love languages aren't just like picked out the blue, right?
Right.
So if my love language is receiving gifts, it could very well be that that's what my parents did often. Everything that I wanted, I was given, and that's how I felt love. That's how my parents showed love. That's how I felt love. So if I expect that in a relationship, you can't just say, "Oh, knock it off." It's probably a little bit unrealistic as an adult to say, "Oh, give me gifts. That means you love me." Anybody can give you some shit.
But it's not.
That's just one
The
out.
word gift gets like exaggerated. Ebony, say me and you dated. So you no. Right. You love you.
What that mean?
But
What that
no,
mean?
not like that.
I like it like that. What that mean? Yeah, wait a minute. What the fuck does that mean? Sorry, go.
Empathy, but no. Say you love going out. Just in conversation, you like flowers. I get you flowers. We go out. I'm not
Oh, you
expecting.
were listening because I said flowers.
I'm not expecting anything from that. Just as a guy, again, that might not be but just the things that you're saying, just so that a man is listening. All right, oh cool, I'm gonna do that.
Isn't that acts of kindness? That's acts of
Because
kindness.
when you go
No,
flowers,
but
it's acts of service, but acts of service can be like,
Yeah, service.
oh, she worked
So
hard
that's
that
what I
day.
was
No,
about to say.
but
While
that's-
we're on the
that's
while we're on the subject,
listening.
I don't want to spend too much time on this because that's what I was saying.
That's
Because
listening.
what about people that? So for me, I'm a person that has a giving love language and then a receiving love language.
Yeah, we
So
forgot
my-
about him because he's in
No, listen,
You
my
have a love
giving.
language?
No, my giving.
No, we
You
not.
believe in love?
Well, hold on. What you not finna sit here and do is just okay. My giving and my receiving. What is your love language?
So no. I was about to say. So what I give to people is my act of service. So I would.
You can't give me what ain't my love language, so you can't say
No,
what
no.
I'm giving to you.
that don't count.
No, the way
If that's not my love
he expresses
language-
love doesn't change.
Right, but
It
what
can-
I'm saying,
it can-
he's
No,
saying,
No.
how can we sit here and say what I did?
Nobody
That ain't
asked
my love
for
language.
those acts of service.
No, that doesn't
No.
mean that's not how he shows love. I just said, like, in my previous relationship, he felt like he was doing the right thing because his way of showing love was
And y'all
giving
said
gifts.
that ain't
Right.
That's
it.
not my love
No,
language.
but
But then
what
when
I'm
I'm
saying
saying
is, no, you're right. That's not your love language. So why is he counting that as a love language?
because that's the way he gives love.
But
But
that's
Right,
not,
but
you
it's not
said
a
that
love
that's not
language.
what
Y'all
that
can
might
do
not
that.
that
be.
doesn't change the person
Right,
he is.
but
He can
we're
have multiple
asking
partners.
him what is his love language. What
How
does
he
want to
receives it.
receive?
All right, so
You
how
said
I
that might
receive
not
it
be
is
what you
words of
want.
affirmation. How about that? I'll put it like that. The reason why I say that's how I give is because when I show an act of service, so that means if I go out of my way for you, then you know I feel some type of way for you.
That don't mean
Like
nothing.
you know that if I
That's what I'm saying.
All right, wait.
And I actually agree with Trent
Because-
this time. And I
Wait.
never
That's
agree
what
with
y'all
him.
Alright, so
said
what's your
the
love language,
entire
Ronnie?
Mine is
time.
words of affirmation.
What's your love language?
Touch and gifts.
So I feel like words of affirmation make sense. Like the number one need of a man is to feel honored and respected.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So words of affirmation very much make sense. And if I think about it, it was probably my ex, he just didn't know how to communicate it. But like it makes sense.
Okay.
somewhere along the line, sex is in there of like their needs.
Yeah.
Your
But
physical touch
but
makes
needs
sense.
in a love language is something totally different too. Because I'll say this, like needs, you'll never use it in a lustful way. It won't be smutty. So that basically means when you love somebody, it won't be taken as like
No, but that's
Oh,
Sex
you make
doesn't
it.
have to be smutty,
No, I'm
especially
not
if that's
saying
your
that.
partner.
But
It
it
has to
wouldn't
be a
be,
husband.
no. But
You
that's
get
what I'm
I
saying.
mean.
But what I'm saying
Yeah,
is
but that's how
because
it's
physical touch and sex is not relative to me in a love
True,
language.
because I like physical touch, but it can legit just be like me sitting here like this.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
what I'm
happy.
trying to tell you. So when you
Yeah,
say
intimacy.
when you
It's-
bring up
yeah,
your
it's different.
needs, when you bring up your needs and things that's a part of your love language, that's why I say it's two total different things. Because you would never sit up here and be like, "Oh yeah, sex is a part of my love language. Like I must have sex." Like we know this. So like we get it.
some people
Like, we
go
know
into
that's a
it.
part of
I
love
love
anyway.
sex. Sex is my thing. I love like women go.
That's
into
what-
it.
listen,
But that
Like,
wouldn't
I
be
feel
a
like
love
there definitely
language.
is a difference between love and lust.
And that's what I mean. It wouldn't be
Because
a
it-
lustful thing. When
Yeah.
if it's a part of your love language, I can't say, "Oh well, sex is a necessity." Like we know this. Like
Well,
we
wait a minute.
all.
Can we go here? Can I? Because I want to tell you something. Can I tell you why I tried to shut him down when he said, "Oh, this is how I show love"? I get it. Everybody shows love differently. I learned at now that I'm 32, I had to put.
God damn.
Okay.
Because he's older.
Okay, let's talk. No, seriously, I had to learn. Okay, yeah, everybody shows love differently. I used to show love this type of way, right? I had to learn that I had to kill that because why? Me, how I show love. If that's not how you, that's not your love language, then I have to kill that. I have to learn what you want.
But I think a part of being
But
in
I
a
don't
relationship
agree
is
with
being understanding. If I had understood at the time that this is him attempting, and then I can actually appreciate that, all right, he's trying. It's not what I want, but I can respect the fact that he's trying.
Right. But he should have had to learn, okay, wow, I'm doing this the wrong way. This is how I show love, but I'm in a relationship.
Right.
And I can't force her
Right.
to eat what the hell I just
Right,
cooked.
right. Here's the thing.
She asked
The
for this.
difference is-
So I have to learn in this relationship that, hey, I am what? Serving her.
Here's the thing.
And I need to serve her what
Rodney-
her love language
Rodney,
is.
here's the thing. And I'm gonna tell you like this. It's not about that. The thing I'm saying to you is when you're initially getting to know somebody or you're starting off the relationship or whatever the case may be. If I'm saying to you, if me and Ebony are starting off a relationship and she say, "Hey, I need you to be there for me. I need you to come, be there for me on Saturday." And I say, "Oh, you know what? I gotta do this. It's really important. But you know what? For you, I'm gonna make all the time in the world to be there. I'm gonna make sure I'm there." That might not be her exact love language, but that's how I express my love to her and how I showed her I can love her. So if she can literally communicate with that next time and say, "Hey, you know what? You did this for me this time, but you know what? Next time you ain't got to do it because you
They
showed
don't
up
have-
for me this time."
They don't have to
And that's what it
care.
is, and it doesn't even have to
The thing
be.
with
This
that,
is my
they don't
ultimate
have
love
to
language.
care that you
But
did
now,
that.
hold on. But now I have made her aware how I feel. So now she can say, "Okay, his love language might be acts of service."
All right, so
Or-
at what point in
Nobody
like
asked you
dating
to
to
cancel
relationship,
those
when do
things.
you have the conversation?
It wasn't that
of
somebody
love
asked you
languages?
to,
I'm
but that's
saying-
the way that
I'm-
if I'm saying to her, that's how I'm showing you love.
And she
And
can say, "Well, I didn't
I didn't ask
you
you
to
to,
do
and then
that."
that's where you can
And that's how
say.
you get your feelings hurt because I've been there.
But it's not even about
With
getting
the whole
love.
I didn't ask you to.
And that's the
all
thing,
that.
love
So I've
language-
learned how
But
to
here's
kill.
the thing, how to
That's
shut
why
that
love
down.
language is
Here's how to
always
shut
asked.
I'm
that
gonna tell you
down.
how you ask.
Here's
me
how I
to
shut
love
that
you.
down because I started the question when I started the scenario off with saying Ebony said to me that I would
Right,
really like
so
you
that-
to be
y'all
there
missed
for
that
me.
part.
So that already just shut all that shit down. I don't even know
That just
how that even came up. I don't even know how the fuck that came up.
Because
Anyway,
nine times
as
out
I
of
was
10,
saying,
because
When
nine
when
times out of
Ebony
10
said to me that she needed me to be there for on Saturday, and I told her I had something to do when I was going to cancel the plans to be there for, I don't know how that got misconstrued.
Whatever.
But
Y'all
anyway,
don't listen.
they don't
what
listen.
usually happens. Oh well, and you know I canceled to do this for that.
But I wouldn't say that
She gonna be
because
like,
she
"Nigga,
asked
I
me
ain't
and that's
asked you to
already
do
been
that."
communicated, and I show her you
But
trying to
have you
bring
not had
up.
one of those?
But that's bringing up a
arguments
different side scenario.
I ain't
That
asked
nothing
you
to
to
do with what I
cancel none of
said.
that, nigga.
But what I said.
Like,
Yeah, she gonna do it.
why are we acting crazy?
See, but
like,
what I'm
it's
saying
no
to you is,
ever.
that's not the scenario I would have. I pretty much flat out laid mine.
She gonna be like, "Thank you,
I don't know where
Marius.
that came
Thank
from.
you."
And
Tomorrow
this-
he's gonna be like, "Hey, you know
we
I
are full of
canceled
loopholes
the-
and substitutions today. But what we're not going to do, I don't know why everybody trying to flip it. No, what I said is, she asked me to be there. And I'm there.
But she ain't asked you to cancel nothing.
Good thing it's only
And it's over. Next episode is the season finale of season 5, finally, because they get the fuck on my nerves, and we're gonna be talking about weight on it. And this is about weight and all that shit, so we're gonna wait on that. Wait on this last episode. We'll see y'all. Everybody at the table.